Let me check if I'm on live. Yes, I'm on live. All right. So we will wait a few more minutes so other people can join. All right, John?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. So in the meantime, let me see if I'm live from YouTube as well.
Let me give it a second. Let me get my audio a little louder. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You good?
Yeah, but your voice is like cutting off something. Not not so good.
Okay. Are you on the YouTube? Is this going to be on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel as well. But if you want to ask any question, like you have to be on Zoom because I'm not checking my YouTube live comments. But you can see me.
Okay. I'm good on the questions. If I don't respond right away, don't take offense. It's just like you said because of the audio.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I understand.
okay. I'm cool.
Awesome. All right. So today's episode is gonna be really amazing because it's about how you can create the freebie. And that's so amazing, right?
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. And if you are joining me from YouTube, like if you're new to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe because we do business retail live every single day. All right. So let's wait 2 more minutes because few people
Okay.
are still trying to join, and then we'll start our video right away.
Sounds good.
Right. All right. We will wait 1 more minute, and we're jumping on. Right. Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, like you can grab your pen and paper because there are lots of the things that you can take notes of, and I don't want you to miss anything, right? And also, like if you're joining me from YouTube, you can get ready with your pen and paper because this is gonna be really amazing. All right, guys. I know, like if you're joining from YouTube, you cannot see me because uh, I'm not using my webcam because I don't have two webcam, but one is for my Zoom. All right. So all right, I see a few people joining me from YouTube. So let's get started. All right. Now let me share my screen real quick. All right, guys. Today is list building workshop day number 2. Right. And some of you just was asking like why I'm doing this program, right? I'm creating this as my lead magnet and a mini video course, all right, so that I can offer to my new client or like those who are my client but they don't or like they cannot afford my one-on-one program, so they can go through this mini video program, all right. So today is part 2 of our list building workshop, and some of you might be thinking why part 2, because this is a 3-part training program also, all right. And if you missed day 1, like I'm sorry, like I don't send out like recording, but if you join day 1, it's gonna be really intensive as well. And also, like if you are joining right now, please mute your microphone unless you want to ask any question. You can turn on your camera and get ready with your pen and paper because every time like I learn something, like I take lots of notes, as you can see, right? So you can get ready with a pen and paper. So the workshop structure, we will focus on three core part of list building. Number one, like why you need a list and how you can build one. This one was like previous episode or the previous day number one. And today's day two is how you can create lead magnets slash freebie and the landing page and everything. All right. So today's day two and the three and the number three part of how you can communicate with your audience. All right. So today we'll focus on how you can create a freebie that all your ideal client is looking for, and then you can grow your list, right? That's the thing. Alright, so about me a little bit, like I started my online career in 2017 as a graphic designer. Alright, and then in 2019 I started learning more about sales and business growth and how I can grow other people's business. Alright, and now I'm a full-time online business coach. I help mostly fitness and life coaches to build a strong online presence and attract premium client. So I'm also with an online business coaching agency named Premium Life over a year, right? So I'm testing my new list building course, but I work with my one-on-one client to create this. But this is gonna be a really like mini course for my client, and I want to offer for them. Like sometimes I'm gonna offer them for this training as a freebie, or sometimes it's gonna be paid. It depends, right? Now let's get into the action. All right. The first part like showed you like how you can grow list and why and how, right? And if you missed the first video, like if you're watching me later on, or if you're watching me from YouTube, I'm sorry, but you can get all the first part for $7. All right, but today we'll focus on these three things. Number one, creating your freebie, like what is the freebie that your clients are looking for. Number two, how you can design a landing page. And number three, the paid traffic and how you can get and make money from paid traffic even you are offering your freebie. All right, so the goal for the freebies or the landing page is really simple. Our main goal is to get the email from our ideal client, right? So we can exchange like whatever we're giving and we get their email so that we can do follow-ups later on, and we can put them through our different campaigns so we can make them our ideal client, right? To do it and create a freebie that your ideal clients are looking for, you have to think just the way the client or the ideal client are thinking of, all right? So to do that, like first, our job is to figuring out who is our ideal client is, because if you don't know who your ideal client is, then it's gonna be really hard to figure out what is that you want to offer to them. And it's also apply for your core offer or the new offer, whatever you're trying to build, all right? So we must have an ideal client avatar, like this is everyone is talking about, but who are the people I want to work with? Like who are the people, my dream clients, and what are the problems they're struggling with right now that I can help them solve? That is the question we must have in our mind, all right? For me, my ideal clients are life and fitness coaches who are struggling to build an online presence and attract more premium clients consistently, all right? Because these are the people I work with. And why narrowing down your ideal client slash audience, right? Most people might say like my target audience is really wide. Yeah, I know, like for some people, yes, it is. You can say it, but if you're starting new, like if you're like under 10k month or something like that in between, or 20k month, you must have to narrow down and you need to like go deep, or like who is the ideal client. And if you are familiar with the idea of the blue ocean, red ocean, then you know what I'm talking about, right? Like if you look at Tony Robbins, like what he's doing, and it's even like 10,000 people, 20,000 people, or even more people, like uh, few months back, like in yeah, like he was doing an event like almost 60,000, or I don't know, the virtual event. So his target audience is really wide. Like he is doing like crazy things and everything with his ideal client, and that's really amazing. But if you're following Tony Robbins and what people say, like follow or model someone who already have success with your audience, like with your target customer or your dream, right? Here's the thing, like if you try to follow Tony Robbins today, like and what he's doing, like with a broad audience and everything, you'll fail unless like you have like $1 million funding for back you up and do like Facebook ads, like all kind of things. But if you don't have something like that, you will fail. At first, you have to figure out like who is your ideal client is, because if you look at Tony Robbins, like he is also like finding, all right, who is my ideal client to work with one on one, right? And at first, like you cannot work with like one to many, or you to like group even like crazy like 100 people or even more, right? We have to do like small events like 10-20 people or some more, but most of your focus must need to be, all right, who is my ideal client and who is that I want to work with. So your first step will be figuring out who is your dream client, all right? A few months ago, like I was watching a movie named War of Tomorrow. Maybe you saw or you don't know, right? So long story short, like it's a science fiction movie, and people come to the past from future to recruit people to fight against alien invasion, all right? And our heroes saw that the army is recruiting almost everyone for the battle. Like if you're young, you're old, you're male or female, everyone. So he's saying that you guys are recruiting everyone with a pulse, like they're alive. Is that it? Because they are almost like always almost like recruiting people who were alive with a blood test or something like that, right? But if your business is running based on this theory that everyone with a pulse and money is my ideal client, then you need to think about it. Because if you try to do wider things, like you cannot get results. Because if you see and if you look into the successful entrepreneurs, like who are like working one on one or one to many, why do you think their success rate is really high? I know one lady, like she works with couples, and and she like works with them so that they don't break up or they don't go through divorce. The amazing thing is like her like client success rate is almost 100%. Like her client success rate is 99%. Why do you think that is? Like she really niche down on like who is the people that I can serve and I can help, so I don't have to go through like failure and failure testimonials. So my website is always filled up with client success, all right, and my clients can see, all right, I am authentic, and that's gonna be number one. And number two, you can charge more money, because if people see, all right, you are the authentic person and you are having more success with the people you're working with, everyone will pay you higher money, because everyone like wants to get rid of the problem we're having right now, right? So there's a fun story, like Steve Jobs talks about narrowing down, and he is working when he was working with like water purifier company or something like that. He asked the company owners that who is your ideal client, and the CEO like replied like we all drink water, right? Because we all drink water, like just like me, like I'm drinking water. We all drink water, right? Even though we all drink water, everyone is not his ideal client. Not everyone is looking for a water purifier. Not everyone is looking to drink pure water, right? So our first goal is to be like, all right, who is my target audience? Who is that I want to work with, and who is the people that looking to work with me, right? So now let's, after the call, like you have to spend a few minutes that, all right, who is my ideal client, all right, and what are the problems that they are having right now. Because when you have a clear picture of your ideal client, like who you want to work with, then you write down all the problems that your ideal client is having right now. Either it's going to be financially, like it's going to be a health issue or a wealth issue, or whatever the issue they're struggling right now. Write down all the problems, like maybe it's going to be 10, 20, or 50, I don't know. It really depends like how wider your target audience is, but you have to figure out all the problems they are facing right now, all right? Because the idea is to lead with the problem, not with the solution, because you can come up with a new groundbreaking idea, but if the client, or if your client doesn't like it or they don't need it, then it's gonna be a waste of time for them, right? And it's gonna be a waste of time for you, even it's a free offer, right? So now we have to think about it already, how can we solve the problem they're facing right now. For most of my clients, they are struggling with positioning themselves online and attracting premium client, right? So so that's what my ideal client was struggling from the top, from the surface I can see. And if I dive deep into the problems, my client needs a better system so that they can do follow up, they can do better calls, they can have a like better team for them, and how they run the team, all right. They need to tweak their offer, all right, how they make the offer irresistible, how they create multiple offers, how they create the value ladder for them so they can go from zero to like 100K, like, and even more, all right. And then they need an email list, right? Because without an email list, this is what we are focusing right now, you cannot make that much money. Then you have to rely on Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram, and something like that. And my clients need a content publishing plan, right? Because if you're doing like organic marketing things, that you always have to be on social media, because I'm doing like YouTube live for last 107 days, right? So you just have to think about it, all right, what is the problems that my clients are looking for, and you have to dig deep, all right, these are the problems that my clients are having right now, and write down all the problems that your clients are having right now, and you'll see more and more when you write down more, all right. And you will be able to say, all right, this is all the things I can do for my clients. Now that's that's why, like, when I see that my clients are having this kind of problem, I created a 5-step guide so I can offer it as a freebie. And right now I'm doing this live event, right? I'm offering this live event, and after the event, like, I'll be recording and sell it to some price or something like that. But there's the point, like, does this help? If yes, like, let's move forward. So now you might be thinking like, thinking, do I need to do a like 3-day event like what I'm doing right now, or write a book like other influencers are writing? The answer is no. Like, you can do something your ideal client can get a really quick result. Like, my 5-step guys is all about the basic things an online business owner must to do get clients, like how to they position yourself. That's the number one thing. How to write content. Number three is like daily. It's gonna be just the 5 things and a like firm description, but that's it. Other than that, like, I'm not going really deep into, all right, this is what you need to do, this is the strategy. No, like, I'm just giving them an overview and that's it. So you can have even more things that your clients can do. But for most of you, like, you don't need a crazy book idea or some live event. But if you can do live event and book, that's good. Then you can upsell them when you're doing it with like a funnel thing. But we'll cover this on the later video, right? So a freebie for you, like, can be an how to guide. Hey, how to get better on this, like, how I get this much client like in 5 days, how you can do, mm, how you can gain like 5 pounds within like 1 month or something, because I am a skinny guy, so I may need something like that. And how you can lose like 10 pounds in 30 days, something like that. A PDF guide or a video training, maybe it's going to be a 5-minute video, 10-minute video, or a checklist. Sometimes like you need some checklist. All right, uh, this is gonna be really fun for you to checklist and something like that. Or you can do a survey. So if you like fill up a survey form on different email marketing or the landing page designer, then they can get like 3 or 4 different type of survey result based on their like daily habits or something like that. Because once I was doing like gain weight tricks, like they was doing a survey thing that uh, they show me or they offer me like how can I gain more weight by doing this short survey, right? They will give me the proper meal plan for me. And guess what, like I had to go through some surveys, some steps, that I put my weight, how much I weight right now, how much I want to gain, how much I how much kilocalories like I'm eating every day, like everything, like what is my height and everything. And then after I put enter, what they say, they ask me for my email, and I had to give my email so that I can get the meal plan, so I can gain like 5 pounds or 10 pounds within a month or something like that, right? So a freebie can be anything, right? Like Russell Brunson talks about like 8 types of freebie, but I'm not going to go through all of the 8, but you can do something like this, like a survey, a checklist, a video, a short video, and a how to list, because a how to list is really wide. Like if you're thinking of how to do anything, right, you just have to connect the dots, all right, how to, and what is the thing that your ideal client is looking for, and you can tie the thing so that you can manage the thing to offer your clients, right? So now you just have to spend few more times, then you create your freebie, and that's it. And now it's time for you to create your landing page, right? So your ideal clients can get the freebie and you can collect their email, right? That's the idea. So now you don't need a crazy design for your landing page, because sometimes we see some crazy design, like just like some I'm doing. This is the like pre-designed template, so I'm just writing my text. But you don't need like high-end designer to pay like $1,000 for create your landing page, right? All you need is a freebie and a sales message, and a message that grabs their attention. The ideal client that already they stop, like they're scrolling from Facebook, or they're scrolling through Instagram, and they have to stop, right? They have to stop for anything. And then guess what, like when you post something on Facebook, they have to stop, and then they click on the link that send you to your landing page for the content, right? Like this, there's the thing, like can be your landing page. Because like what is like I was like researching in the past, like most landing pages that do good, that the lead magnet or the freebie works really good, the landing page is not that good either. All right, the landing page is so simple, a headline, a sales message, or a sign up message, or something like that, and email address and first name, and just you just download the thing that you're trying to download. All right, so most of the time, like simple design converts better than when you create something crazy, right? Like you can create like it to any time you want. Like you can use Mailchimp, GetResponder, MailerLite, and some other email marketing software to create a landing page. Like you don't even need a WordPress website, and you will see lots of preloaded templates once you like do it, and you can do it right away. So let me show you how you can do it on Mailchimp, because for me, like I'm doing it on Mailchimp, right? So all I have to do is just stop sharing and share my screen. Let me find my screen. So I'm down on my Facebook. Mm. So I'm on my Mailchimp landing page. So when you see the create button, and you just go for landing page, right? So you just have to see five steps guide. So that's gonna be really simple, all right? So when I'm there, I can choose anything because you can see like all the things that are preloaded here, like on how many, 5, like 10 templates are already there. So we can just select a simple one, like let me see which one I want. Let's see this one, crew list. This one is just simple with the headline and everything. So I do I need I don't think I don't need an image. Alright, so what I need I write here, right? 30 days, or we can do something. You see, when someone is looking for building an email list, then they can get all like get your first 1000 subscribers for free, right? Get your first 1000 subscribers for free. So now we just like in this mm, my top uh, so as you can see, like that's it. So if I go down there, I just need their first name so I can uh, connect with them more personally when they're on my uh, email email list. And then when I do this, I just have to do alright the button. I just say download, and they are going to redirect to a confirmation message. And then for the thank you page success, uh, I say your on the way. Inbox or okay, all right. So when we do it and we just save, set it as save, and we just save and close, right? So now we just have to edit the URL, like because if you want to add a custom URL, like you have to update. But I'm like right now, like I'm not using my other account, so I just use this. And then like you just publish it, and that's it. Like you have your landing page, right? Right. So creating a landing page is really easy if you are like using Mailchimp. And for other like email marketing software as well. Like it's really easy and it's free. For Mailchimp, like it's free till uh, to almost 2,000 subscribers, so you can use it for free. And there are other like email marketing software like ConvertKit, MailerLite, or something like that. And you can use the paid version like something like GetResponder. It's really amazing because with GetResponder you can do uh, some other things as well, but I cannot come up with the things, but that's really amazing. So once you set up your landing page, all you have to do is just type traffic into it, and later you follow them up with different email campaigns, right? So that's the idea. So how you can write an email and how you can get better open rate, I will show it to you on Monday 2 p.m. EST. For the second part, it's all about like creating a freebie and traffic, right? So on day one, we talked about how you can get organic traffic. Like if you missed it, like you can get it for free because like no, like the first part, like you cannot get it for free. Like it's $7 or and all the recordings of day two and day three, because this is free for right now, but when this event is gone, like it's not gonna be free for everyone, alright? But in this video, like I will be covering you how you can get traffic and break even, alright? So almost every successful entrepreneurs like use paid ads to attract new leads, right? Because they're not just stuck with the organic traffic, right? They are always using and pushing forward so they can be on on top of their ideal client checklist, right? If you want a traffic from Facebook, you have to run Facebook ad. If you want to traffic from Instagram ad, like from Google, right? If you use every other platform. How many of you seen a paid ad before, right? We all see like sponsored page almost every day uh, on YouTube, on Google, on Facebook and Instagram, right? How many of you tried like running Facebook ad or paid ad for for attracting new clients, right? Sometimes like we do it, and when we fail, we stop it, right? But there are two things that causing a failure. Like number one, you don't know how to do it the right way, and number two, you don't know how to upsell. Like the upsell is really amazing, like if you're doing the direct response marketing, because for some agency like they are just trying to like get public awareness, right? They're just doing something crazy, like they're just burning money. But for most of us, we don't do it, right? We just have to be on the top, and we have to get response from our clients, and we have to track down every single penny we spend on advertising, right? Because that's what we are surviving. So if you don't have an upsell, like you have to get an upsell. Like creating using an upsell is really crucial if you are trying to cover your Facebook ads cost, and sometimes you can make even more money even you are offering freebie, because when they get your upsell they have to pay some money, like it's gonna be like maybe $10, $7 or something like that, so you can cover up your Facebook ad cost, right? And if you want to know like how you can like do everything certain thing, that's a topic for another video. So this is what I share with my one-on-one client, so we have to be there. But if you're using ClickFunnels and you're creating landing page from there, there's an option for you where you can easily add upsell. But if you're not using ClickFunnels, but if you're using a regular email marketing software, you need to use the upsell thing when you're sending them the email. Like when you send a freebie, you can give them a link. So hey, get my this thing, like this one-time offer for this kind of money. Like maybe it's gonna be $7, $5, $10 or something like that. But there's gonna be a reason also that they can get the upsell as well. So when you do the upsell correctly, like you can actually make more money. So you can spend more money on ads so that you can grow your list and you can grow your network as well, right? So what's the next? Like the next, you follow them up and make them your paid client, because for your email list, like what is that we want? Like we want them to follow them, like we want them to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, join our Facebook group, so that they can be always on top of whatever we are sharing with them, right? We want them to cover everything that we are offering for them, and make them our actual client, and move them to our value ladder, right? Because moving them to the value ladder is really crucial, because the freebie that we're offering it's free, like it's on the low end of our value ladder, and we have to make them climb up our value ladder by offering different offers, right? But this is more stuff for my one-on-one client. But this is what I can say. The freebie is the bottom list of your value ladder. But you have to remember, like when you're thinking in terms of your ideal client, you have to remember three things that on the first video I mentioned, like the cold traffic, warm traffic, and hot traffic, right? So what you can do, like you can think about all the things, and you can come up with three lead magnet for them. Because like I remember an ad from like when I was a kid, like uh, a patient goes to a doctor, and the doctor says, what happened to you? He says, the patient says, I have headache, and the doctor says, like paracetamol 2 times a day. The another guy comes in, and he's saying, all right, what's your problem? Like he said, like I'm losing my hair. The doctor says, paracetamol 2 times a day. Another lady comes in, she said, like I'm having sunburn, what should I do? The doctor says, paracetamol 2 times a day. Another guy comes in, like he says, what's your problem? And you say, like I broke my leg, or I broke my hand, something like that. And the doctor says, paracetamol 2 times a day. And the patient is looking left and right, like is talking to me? Is this really like he's talking to me? And the doctor says, yes, I'm talking with you. And the next lady comes in, and she says, my boyfriend broke up with me. And the doctor says, paracetamol 2 times a day. So what we learn from it, like you cannot offer the same freebie, the same solution for every problem your ideal client is having, right? So we can have a multiple freebie for your ideal client, so that they can get rely on, learn from you, and be your paid client when they see the value within you. And when they see the value, they will definitely follow you and open your email more often than they are opening right now, right? So the next topic is gonna be like how you follow up via email. It's gonna be shown Monday 2 p.m. EST. All right. So what can you do right now? You start thinking about and creating a freebie. How you can create and think about all the things that your client is looking for. And if you need personal support, like one-on-one, you can DM me on Instagram at Tanvir Rahman official, so we can talk about, all right, if you want more support from me, how we can help you. All right. Exercise for next goal, like create your freebie, like build a landing page, even if it's free. I do, like that's good, because if you don't have money, our main goal was to create and build your email list for free. All right. So there's gonna be, you can use like Mailchimp, because that's free. You start connecting with your audience on social media, because as I mentioned, like first episode or first day, that you have to be connecting with your audience on social media. And the next step is going to be register for the next call. All right. So if you're joining me from uh, YouTube, not YouTube, like if you're joining me from Facebook, not Facebook, sorry, like let me give you my link. Like if you're joining from Zoom and John, you can just subscribe me here, so you don't miss out day number 3. All right. And you can follow me on Instagram, and if you need any help, you can always like DM me there. So what's next for you? Our next call is gonna be on Monday 25th October 2 p.m. EST. So if you are watching me from YouTube, you don't miss out, because that's gonna be the last call. And on the last call, we'll be covering like how you can convert your new list to your paid client, how you can move them into different campaign so you don't miss out, and how you can write consistent email every single day, because sending out email every single day is really crucial, and that's gonna be a game changer for you. So alright guys, if you've been watching me from YouTube, that's it. Like, I'm gonna be taking the video out within 24 hours. And if you want to learn more, you can follow me on Instagram, and we'll see you guys the next video. Till then, take care. We'll talk about soon. And also, like, if you need personalized information and how you can tweak everything, you can reach out to me on Instagram, and we will talk about that. Alright guys, have a good day. Bye bye.
Record.